From WENY News, this is First Warning Weather.
Welcome back. A little bit of light snow falling here on the Wellsboro sky cam. We have seen a few bands of snow make their way in as temperatures are falling slowly, but the feels-like temperature also falling at a slightly quicker pace. Now we're at 26 in Canisteo and Bath, 27 Tioga, Wellsboro, Mansfield as cold as 25 right now in Ridgebury, also 25 in Erin. Looking at 26s right now from Penn Yan over to Watkins Glen and Ithaca. The lone 30 is in Towanda this evening. You can see how that circulation is impacting areas around the Great Lakes. Folks in parts of Michigan, Indiana continue to get peppered with lake effect snow, as is the Cleveland area, Erie, including Buffalo. But as you go further into our region, you're still seeing a handful of snow make it into parts of Tioga County and a little bit over towards Bradford County. The northern tier really getting the brunt of the flakes here this evening. The southern tier is a lot more quiet, but there's still a handful of snow showers in the southern portions of Steuben County, a few in Chemung County as well. We look forward in towards Tuesday. You got a little bit of snow happening in the morning, temperatures of the 20s. We warm up into the 30s. It stays cloudy going in throughout much of the afternoon. Maybe a little bit of sunshine in the afternoon that could bring our temperature back up closer to the 40s, but most of us sticking around in those upper 30s. As we look to the west for tomorrow, we see these bands of snow pushing in. And again, it's mainly cordoned off towards the morning. It's going to calm down towards the afternoon, becomes more or less a isolated snowfall. These snowfalls really in themselves becoming few and far between into parts of Tuesday. Then we look at Wednesday and we see a better chance of more of this right here, a mix of rain and snow. Sometimes some standalone rain in the higher elevations, or sorry, standalone rain in the lower elevations, standalone snow in the higher elevations. We see more of that going into parts of Wednesday, and it lingers into Thursday. You can see there just a little bit more pink on the map, and that's because temperatures getting up into the 40s, but it's still cold enough above in the atmosphere for some snow to fall, but it could melt on the way down. As we look at our feels-like temperatures for Tuesday morning, very chilly off to the west, low teens in parts of Steuben County, as well as parts of Tioga County, a tad bit warmer as you go towards the east, but that's just a relative term at that point, anywhere from 7 to 19. It's going to feel very chilly out there for the start of your Tuesday. A little bit better in towards Wednesday, but still not great in towards around the 20 mark. That's because wind gusts are going to be up towards the 40-mile-per-hour mark throughout parts of Tuesday. So we are dealing with quite the windy day, the chilly day, and at times the snowy day as well. A trifecta of things you don't necessarily want to deal with when you're out on the roads. And these windy conditions lasting into Wednesday, even into Thursday as well. It's going to be a windy week. But in terms of snow still left to fall, really not that much. This is a very light snow, flurries rolling through. You'd be lucky to pick up an inch of snow. But if you're over in the western part of the viewing area, there are higher chances that you do run into an inch of snow. As for our 5-degree guarantee, we're looking at about the 30s. We are 35 for our forecast high, 1 degree less for the official high at the Elmira Corning Regional Airport. Will be another $5 for our charity of the month. And as we go into tomorrow, 38 with some light snow, chilly at times, but it's going to be windy throughout the day. Looking ahead to the 7-day, we do have a handful more of wintry precipitation on the way Wednesday and Thursday. You're seeing temperatures in the 40s, a little bit more sunshine by the time we get to the weekend, and more rain by Sunday. Let's take a look at our trivia question talking about the Great Lakes. Lake Superior, the largest Great Lake by volume and surface area, but what's the second largest by volume? That would be Lake Michigan. It's about 70% the volume of Lake Superior.